Hello everybody, I'm Mandy Broderick. I'm the Family and Consumer Sciences Extension Agent in Lewis County, Kentucky with the University of Kentucky's Cooperative Extension Service. You're now watching Gifts in a Jar. This program aims to help you learn how to repurpose some items around your home to not only recycle, but to also save you some money and make some cute gifts for this holiday season. With that being said, let's go ahead and dive into how to make these 3 cute jars. First up here we have our sugar scrub. So you should have with you today some dish soap, a small jar, a plastic knife, and some sugar. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is take your jar. Next up, take your sugar and fill the jar 2/3 of the way full with sugar. As you can see here, that's about 2/3 of the way full. Next up, take the dish soap. Now you can use any kind of dish soap that you have. There's no particular brand, scent, anything. Just something that you think maybe smells good, or maybe some type of dish soap that has some moisturizer in it. You're gonna go ahead, take whatever dish soap you have and fill your jar up almost to the top. I wouldn't recommend going quite to the top just because it will start to spill over. So now as you can see here, we have our sugar on the bottom, dish soap on the top, and we're going to go ahead and mix that with our plastic spoon. You want to make sure you use a plastic spoon so that you're not scratching the inside of your jar, and it might take you a while to go ahead and get this stirred enough. As you can see here, I actually had to stir mine for quite some time. Once you have everything mixed into a nice, consistent mixture, you can go ahead, scrape off the side of your plastic knife, throw it away, we won't be needing that again. Next up, you just screw on the lid of your jar. Now, if you have some cute Christmas fabric, you could always screw the fabric onto the top of the lid. You could paint your lids to make it more cute, tie bows onto it, whatever you want. But that's it for the sugar scrub. Next up on the list is the Magnificent and Marvelous Candy Jar. You'll need a bag of candies, some ribbon or twine, the little enclosed piece of paper that you should have in your packets or in your packets that were mailed to you, and once again, a small jar. Now all you're going to do here is just go ahead, dump your candy into the jar. This one's probably the most simple of them all. Go ahead, twist it on. Once again, you can feel free to decorate that lid with some extra Christmas fabric, some ribbon, a bow, just maybe whatever you have laying around the house. Take your twine or ribbon. Go ahead, put it through a little hole-punched hole or a cut slit in your paper. And last but not least, go ahead, tie that onto the top. Like I said, this one is quite simple, but it is very cute. I especially like the little tag that comes with it. It takes each color of the candies and pretty much tells like a little story about them. This makes a very nice gift. This one is my personal favorite from this Gifts in a Jar program. So in this little packet, you will have 2 jars. You will have a bottom half with some buttons and a top half with a face on it. If you got a packet from our office, these will already be drawn on there for you. If you're doing this at home, you'll have to draw it yourself. Next up, we have some Velcro. Basically, we're going to take this Velcro, put it on the top lid of the bottom half of the snowman, and use it to attach the head. You should have a piece of fabric, some mini marshmallows, and some hot cocoa of your choice. To start off, go ahead, take the bottom half of your snowman, unscrew the jar lid. Next up, you're going to take the hot cocoa. Now you could have this in a box, container, the individual packets like we have here, just whatever you have on hand works the best. And we're going to go ahead and dump those into the bottom half of your snowman. Go ahead, give it a good shake. After you have all your cocoa in the bottom portion there, we're going to be screwing the lid back onto it because we are now finished filling this half. Now that I have the lid back on the bottom portion of the snowman, I'm going to go ahead and attach 1/2 of our Velcro onto the top lid. This is going to help that top portion of the head part of the snowman stick. So now that we have that on there, we're going to go ahead and put the other half of the Velcro to the side until we're finished with our head. So go ahead, unscrew the top portion of your second lid. Take your mini marshmallows or just whatever type of marshmallows you're going to be putting in your jar and pour them in. Try not to make a mess like I do here. It's not crafting if you don't make a mess, right? Go ahead, squish your marshmallows down if you need to, and once again, just screw that lid on. Go back and retrieve the other half of the Velcro that you set to the side earlier, and we're basically going to take the snowman and take the face portion, tilt it forward, and stick it on there to where it will match the way that you put the Velcro on the bottom half. Remember, we want these to stick, so you want to make sure your Velcro's lined up. So go ahead, stick it on there. And now we have it in one piece. There's one last step here though, and it's an important one. We are going to take the piece of fabric that we have and use it to make a scarf. So go ahead, wrap that around the middle portion, tie it. You can tie it in a knot, tie it in a bow, just however you'd like really. And we are finished. So this is the final look for the hot cocoa snowman. Like I said, this one is my personal favorite from this program. I think it's very cute, very cheap to make, and I imagine that anybody would really like to receive it.